Time to pump the brakes for this 120 as we move from one of the best running backs in the NFL to maybe the only other runner that's in his class this season, David Johnson. He had 121 scrimmage yards in the Cardinals' 26-23 loss to the Dolphins. He joined Edgerrin James of the 2005 Colts as the only NFL players with at least 100 yards from scrimmage in each of his team's first 13 games of the season. Now, the team is struggling, but Johnson has been a beast. Just ask his fantasy owners. No one has been happier to have a player on their roster than David Johnson owners in any given league. So pump the brakes for this 120 on this statement or not, B-Mac. David Johnson is the NFL's most reliable player.
I love this. Yes. You don't have to pump your brakes with this one. David Johnson is the most reliable player. You just saw the stat there on your graphic. 13 straight ball games of at least 100 yards from scrimmage. Book it. He has consistently done that against any team. Today he did that in a monsoon. It was raining cats and dogs. It did not stop what David Johnson can do when he has the football in his hands. The unique thing about David Johnson, he may have a average day running the football, but what he can give you catching the football is tops. You can't coach. He just has that. He's the ultimate big time. He's the big body wide receiver when he's running his routes. And now they're drawing plays up for him in the passing game.
Yep.
That's unheard of from a starting running back. So, yes, he is the most reliable player. I know you can talk about Ezekiel Elliott. You can talk about Dak Prescott. But you look at from top to bottom, from the first game currently to now,
right?
He hasn't missed a beat.
Again, ask this fan. I know we weren't asking from a fantasy perspective, but he is the most reliable and most dangerous fantasy player. He had, 16 fantasy points today, which was a major letdown for his owners because
his standard, yes.
The last 3 or 4 games, he's 30s, 30, 28, 30. I mean,
he could be anything in the teens. Usually you're happy for that, but for him, that's a letdown.
And it was kind of a letdown today, but it just shows you the standard that he has set for himself because book it, 100 yards from scrimmage each and every game, 13 and counting for David Johnson.